What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Thought Provoking Podcast. It's your boy, Will Brown, and I got some very special guests in the building. Lady, you want to introduce yourself first?
Hey, how's it going? It's Demi.
Okay. My brother.
June, what's going on? How y'all doing?
My man. We're getting a little spicy today. Got a special topic for y'all. Does body count matter? I want to start with you before we get off into this. I always ask my guests when they come on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate yourself mentally?
Mentally, I'd say I'm about a 7 right now.
7? Mm-hmm. Okay. I like that strong 7. Most people, about a 7 or better. We had a few people a little low, different personal reasons, I guess. So I like that 7. My brother, what about you?
7 sounds about right. 7, trying to strive for 8, I feel like I'm still a little young and I still got a lot to learn still.
I like that, man. Y'all good mentally over here. Y'all good mentally. And brother, you are a business owner, right?
Yes, correct.
Go on, give us that information, my brother.
So I have a partnership with one of my close brother friends, AJ Rios, and we got Primetime Real Estate Group. We do remodeling, interior homes and stuff like that, and a little bit of everything. We rent apartments. We do a little bit of it all. So if you need something done, holla at me. Hit me up. Facebook, Jose Rivera, and on Instagram. Shit, I don't even remember my Instagram.
Oh man, you gotta have that Instagram, brother.
What the hell is it? June Rivera, something like that. But yeah, if you need something, hit me up. Let me know. 219-276-5250. We'll get you right.
That means hit my brother in the DM. If the Instagram ain't right, just hit him in the DM. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Or call that number. So since you're a business owner, my brother, it's the perfect time to ask you, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at when it comes to business?
Business. So we have been in business. It's going to be coming on 2 years. So we, just like mentally and just like anything else in life, you got a lot to learn. So I'm not the one that, I'm gonna be real with myself before I try to be fake to anyone else. So I give 4 o'clock, man. 4. We'll do 4, and because I do have a lot to learn about everything. It's not easy just saying I got an LLC or something and then just want to be looking good for the public eye. It's actually doing it right and making sure you got everything to be successful, and that's how you become good.
I like that, my man. That's very important when it comes to business, being honest with yourself. We all got room for improvement. Myself with the podcast, there's things that I want to improve. I try and go back, watch my videos, see what could I add. Should I be more serious at certain times? Can I add a little more laughter to the conversation? Can I do more research? So, judging yourself first before anybody else has to do it is definitely very important. So appreciate you putting that information out there. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, when it comes to me, I would say that I'm at a strong 8. I've been getting real excited about the podcast. I got some dope ideas that I want to put out. Can't wait for people to see these projects that I got coming. When it comes to business, I would say I'm at a strong 7. I'm starting to find new partnerships with people. I've been taking certain meetings that I could sit down where people can help me take my talents to the next level. There's a couple people who has talked about investing. So that's always a good thing right there when it comes to somebody spending their money with you. Yeah. Obviously, you believe in the vision. So I'm definitely in a good space right now. So I always like to mix it up when I got my guests on here. Make sure y'all ain't in here peeking on nothing. Normally, I either do a shout out or, I find conversation pieces from social media or I have conversation cards. So I got one. Let me start with you. Honest hour. What's hard about dating you?
Oh,
you didn't expect that one.
I did not. Probably, I'm just too honest.
Too honest.
I'm too honest. I can hurt some people's feelings with my honesty. I have very, very small circle of friends, and even with them, I have to filter myself. Ooh. So, yeah.
So is honesty bad nowadays?
Apparently it is.
Ooh.
Apparently it is. So not everybody appreciates it. I'm going to tell you like it is. Either you take it, you run with it, and we fix the problem, or that's a wrap.
And everybody say they want honesty, so
Yeah.
obviously that's not true on your end.
No.
Now, are you just being honest or are you being harsh with what you say?
No, I mean, well, it depends on how you take it. I
Okay.
mean, I'll tell you straight up, and I'll tell you it's not to hurt your feelings. It's not to be disrespectful. It's not to be an asshole. It's just I'm gonna tell you how
Being
I
real.
feel. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Just like I expect somebody else to tell me how they feel. Don't hurt my feelings with a lie.
Okay.
I'd rather you be upfront and blunt about it.
Okay.
I'll respect you a whole lot more for that. So
And that should be respected.
yeah.
What about you, my brother? What is hard about dating you?
Shit.
Oh, the ladies want you. You gotta fight them out your DM.
Nah, it's, honestly, like right now, where I'm at in my life, the hardest thing, like, and I'm using this off my current relationship, the hardest thing that we battle is time, because I'm time away. I'm working. I'm constantly working. I'm trying to become everything, like the better person, the better provider for my household and doing all that. So that right now is the hardest challenge that we have going on. And because I mean, as a man, that's what we want. We want the best for our family, and sometimes some people don't understand it, and it's challenging. It's challenging. But I do like what you did say. Honesty, it comes. You have to be honest, and I'm honest too. Like I'll let you know how it is. Like if I don't like something, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it straight up. Just as simple as that. And it's important to have that too, because if you ain't honest and you don't let them know, like a lot could go wrong. A lot could go wrong. So I try to balance that out too. You know, I'm honest with her. If I don't like something, I tell her. If she don't like something, I tell her to tell me, because I want you to be honest with me too.
Straight up.
Shit, if I work too much, all right, I do, but I'll try to get better at it or something like that.
Find
And then
balance.
so that's the key. So yeah, my biggest challenge right now is having that time to balance everything out. And but hey, man, I could just keep trying. So hopefully one day everything plans itself out and I'll be chilling. I have all the time in the world.
Well, that's right, my brother. I could respect
So,
that.
that's
So,
it.
Honest hour for myself. What's hard about dating me? I think a lot of women can't accept the fact that I'm perfect. I don't lack in no areas. I meet everyone's standard. I'm just a great guy all across the board. So I think a lot of women struggle with, I'm just a perfect guy. No, I would say honestly, man, with me being 100% honest, you know, I always got to throw in a joke. I would say the hardest part about dating me is getting used to, I'm not a big cuddler. I'm not big on the affection. Sometimes I lack when it comes to compliments. It's not that I don't think, you know, you look good in your dress or nothing like that, but I'm just not accustomed to being like, oh, man, you look good in this. Or you know, which I know a lot of people may think, well, what's so hard about it? When you're not raised like that and you're so accustomed to doing things the way you've done it for years, you don't break that cycle overnight. And then a lot of times I will say this too. I think some of the habits that I do have, certain women just like me for me or whatever, you know, came with that, you know, he takes care of his kids or whatever. They overlook those type of things. So I've never been held to a standard when it comes to certain women to say, no, I require this.
Right.
So I think that's, you know, something where I have had struggles. And I will say the only other thing that I know for a fact, when I'm mad, I'm mad. That right there, it takes me a while to calm down, because what I found myself trying to do is, as soon as I get upset, I'm so quick to say exactly what I think, exactly how I feel. And sometimes, like you said, you can't come back from everything that you say. Although you might have said it in anger in the moment, certain things that come out your mouth, certain people don't forgive. So I try and hold it in and just not, you know, have that conversation right there on the spot and wait till I calm down. But it eat me up inside. Because I be feeling like, dang, you got over on me. I should have really cussed your ass out. I should have really told you that I ain't like this, that, and that. But, you know, it's the way that you do it. So I've been trying to tone it down. And that's the department that I think I've had, you know, struggles in. So that's where it is.
I can relate. I'm the same way, man. Like, it's tough for me to, the exact same thing, like buying flowers. I ain't that type of person to be sitting there buying flowers. First of all, the motherfuckers ain't
Gonna
cheap.
die anyway, too.
Yeah, and then, like, if you don't acknowledge the flowers or something, now I'm just like, damn, you made me spend my damn money on some flowers. So it's like that. The little sentimental things that show and hold a lot of value, I'm not really good at.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm real last minute, man. Like, I'll be buying her Christmas gift on Christmas or the day after Christmas, and then I'll be like, what you want? Like, can't you just take this couple $100 and then just go buy what you want? I try to make things easy because that's how I am. My mind's always going, so I don't got time to be worrying about little shit. Where that little stuff is the stuff that is real impactful. Yeah. So I'm trying to do better at that stuff. Like I'll be like, man, damn flowers and shit.
Now, what you think about that? Since you're the woman on the show, the man said that it's not that he ain't trying to be thoughtful, but sometimes he a little last minute, and you know.
I mean, I get it, but it's kind of hard to ask me that question because I'm not like that. Like okay. I don't. So I read a book, and that's like the 5 love languages. Yeah. So if your girl likes gifts like that, that's her love language. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want it to work, I mean, you're gonna have to kind of figure something out. But I mean, it's give and take too, though.
Most definitely.
It's give and take.
That's been a common thing on the show. That love language that you spoke about.
Yeah.
Stop loving people the way you think they want to be loved. And I lost relationships like that before because I'm a little opposite of you. I'm a gift giver. I'm the guy that pays attention to detail and, I seen an eyeball in these shoes. I'm going to get these shoes, but I'm going to give it to her in a dope setting. I've been noticed she been checking this restaurant out. I'm going to go ahead book reservations. You know, I'm the guy that I like to make a spectacle out of everything. So I'm great in that area.
Right.
But I'm not going to be the guy that's coming in here, oh, babe, let me hug on you.
Yeah.
Oh, babe, let me give you 1,000 kisses. Yeah. Like, after a while, after the second peck, I'm like, all right, get out my face.
Right.
You know? It's too much for me, you know?
Another room and shit.
Yeah, but I'm good at the spectacle. So you're 100% right. You know, that love language is something that I had to learn how important that is because the way I want to show love, sometimes it's cool for people. But they like, that ain't enough. Mm-hmm. I require more. Then I'm like you. I feel like, oh, you ungrateful. Did you not realize that I did this, that, and that? But then you have to take a step back and say, but did they ask for this?
Right.
You bought that because you thought it would be cool. Mm-hmm. You thought that you would get a nice reaction out of that. But that's not what they requiring from you.
But at the same time, you got to show appreciation. Because it's like, well, like as busy as someone is, you know their schedule. If they go out their way to buy you something, whether you want it or not, it's like, it's the thought. It's the fact that they were out and they thought of me. Mm-hmm. All right, I appreciate you. I appreciate that. That's
100% right. I like that. Mm-hmm. So I want to mix it up a little bit more for y'all. If a woman takes a man on vacation, is he obligated to sleep with her? Now, the woman's taking you. Are you obligated to give up some of that fang, my brother?
If a woman shit. First of all, like,
go on, give it to us, my brother. Go on, give it to us.
I'm trying to. All right, so if a woman takes me, you gotta be bad to get me up out of here. So if you gonna be bad to get me up out of here, then we're gonna have to make it out. I can't be leaving on that. Nah. Just start to drinking and shit start happening. So, you want my answer? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Those are the thoughts and ideas of this brother right here, not those of the Thought Provoking Podcast. Lady, if a man takes you on vacation, are you obligated to give him some? We getting real on this show, just so y'all know.
Am I obligated? Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. First of all, if you're gonna let somebody buy you a ticket or you're willingly going, then you already have to have it in your mind like, yo, I ain't going on vacation for free. It's a cost. It's a price at some point. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But, I mean, if you go and you're chilling and you got, like, a vibe with somebody, then, I mean, why not?
Yeah, like, why would you go on vacation? I mean, why would you go on vacation to sit
We're
there
gonna
and
do
look at each
play
other
checkers.
and shit.
Like, what are you gonna go on vacation and do?
I'm gonna mix it up for y'all. As a man, if a woman takes me on vacation, I'm not obligated to do anything. I personally don't feel like I'm obligated. Now, if this was discussed beforehand, that's one thing. But as far as being obligated, I don't feel like I am. No different than I don't have the right to tell you as a woman, well, you came over here at 2:30 in the morning.
Right.
You know what you coming here for.
Right.
You could get butt ass naked. I could put the rubber on and everything. And you change your mind.
Right.
Then what?
Yeah.
Once I take it further, we know what that is. So I'm not obligated to do anything. And I also believe that when it comes to the woman, if I take her on vacation, you obligated to give me some. You obligated to give me. No, I'm not going to say you obligated, but I will say for me, I am a person that has this discussion ahead of time. So we know where we at with it.
Right.
And that's going to dictate whether we going or not.
Right.
It's just me. I'm not going to sit there assuming we're going to do this, that, and the other.
Right.
I done got you out here on this nice beach and the vibe is right. The weather is beautiful. And I'm thinking we vibing and you just sitting there like, yeah, I'm enjoying your money, but you ain't getting nothing else.
See, that's that honesty. That's where that honesty comes into play. Like, all right, we going on vacation, so what are you expecting?
What's happening?
Right.
Yeah, we just think different as men. Like you said, you gotta know for sure as a man. Like, all right, I'm about to spend this bread and do this and this and that. Like, yeah, like I'll send your ass back on a plane. You going right back, and I'll be by myself or something. So that's just as a man. Like a man thinks. Most men, should I say? Like, shit, I know a lot of guys I know, they ain't spending no money for no damn reason. So
Yeah. Hardly a lot of them. You can't get them to spend money on shit, whether it's a reason or not. There's a lot of cheap motherfuckers out there. Like, let's keep it real, man. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that I love about this podcast. All my guests that have came, if you watch each episode, you'll get some type of gems out here, and you get an insight on how a man thinks, how a woman thinks. You know, personal perspectives on situations. So I always think that it's interesting, and that's why I like putting these groups together, because again, a lot of people expect certain men to say, oh, this is how a man thinks, and you may say something total opposite of what somebody thinks, and that would be so dope. You as a woman, you might say, nah, I don't believe that a man is responsible for A, B, and C, and a lot of people be like, what? Can't believe.
Yeah. Prime
Prime example, we had a conversation piece on here, and it was about if you're dating a man, would you go 50-50 with him? And the post was just basically saying, if a man is going 50-50, splitting all the bills with you, he's no longer a man. He's just your roommate. And so a lot of women, you know, they going for it because they feel like, oh, man, yeah, a man is responsible for this. A real man would. I had a woman on here, and she basically was like, listen, I'm paying all my bills right now, 100% of everything. If this man willing to come in my life and pay 50-50, I'm taking that all day long. I know a lot of women had their mouth turned up and looking crazy. Oh, man, she don't know what she talking. So I think that's what's a dope conversation piece.
Yeah.
Could you go 50-50 with a man?
Oh, I already did.
Okay.
I already did.
So it wasn't no big deal to you.
No, not at all. It's expensive nowadays.
Yes, Lord.
Like, you expect a man to do all this, okay? So then when he comes home, my point of view is when he comes home, that house better be clean. There better be dinner cooked on the table. Like, you better have your house in order if you expecting a man to carry the money weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
I like that perspective right there. See, ladies, y'all better listen to her. You better listen. About
Hey,
you, my
don't be
brother.
getting me in trouble.
You heard what she said. She doubling down on it. You heard what she said. So, brother, as far as you, when it comes to business, has the pandemic helped you or hurt you?
Surprisingly helped me.
Okay.
It helped a lot. And the reason why, I mean, I'm sure you guys could agree, people been getting money like crazy during this pandemic.
Yeah.
So with the people staying inside, being bored, not opposed to what they were outside doing stuff, they weren't really in the house. So now you got people working from home. They want to change, their environment. They're tired of seeing the same thing. All that stuff now is just being collected on top of the free money, or not necessarily the money they've been getting. that just had been business booming, and it's a blessing, man. I'm thankful. I would have never seen this coming. I started off small, man, just getting a building, a couple guys helping me out, and I didn't expect to be doing work for people. My initial goal was to just be doing work, kind of for myself, just working on my buildings. And word of mouth, man, it just started going and going and going. And then I'm a big person on quality and value. Like, if I do work for anybody, I want to make sure you're a satisfied customer, because that's just how I get down. That's why, like, my business mentality and all that, it's not even that it's low. It's just I hold myself to a high standard. So when I look at a 10 and stuff like that, I'm looking at corporate level shit like Nike and all that stuff. Like, that's big, and that's where my goal is, to get big, or not even get that big, just be comfortable, and be comfortable where I could be with my family and provide and do that. And, hopefully my girl doesn't have to do 50-50 or nothing. She can do what she got to do, and I could hold it down. That's my goal, is to hold that mug down. And business been awesome. And I got a very, very good partner, and that's what makes it even better.
That's what's up. And again, those are the thoughts and ideas of this brother here. I'm all for the 50-50, ladies, if that's what you want to do, I'm just joking.
That's a plus, yeah.
But congratulations to you again, my brother. You just had a brand new baby.
Thank you.
Got Noah over there getting all these grown women. Better watch that, man. Better watch that. Call the police, because some of these women, I'm noticing, they loving Noah on social media. So
that's my partner right there.
Yeah, that's what's up. Okay. Y'all ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Does body count still matter? I got to swing it to the lady. Give it to us. Does body count even matter nowadays?
I don't know. That's such a hard question, because, I remember back, like, in my early 20s, it was like, how many you been with? I'm like, none of your business, first of all. Like,
well, tell us now.
No. I don't know. I personally, it's a yes or a no. If you got an obscene amount of people, then you might want to slow down a little bit. You might want to slow your roll.
That's just experience. That's
but that's what I'm saying. It's a yes or no. You got
100,000 miles in that car. I'm joking.
Yeah, you got an obscene amount of people. It's like, I don't really know. But at the same time, if you don't explore a little bit, then what are you learning? How are you learning to please your partner? Because
That's true.
Some guys I meet, they're like expecting all this stuff, and then you get into it, and it's like, you expect that, and that's what you're giving? Come on now. Jesus. So it's, you gotta kind of be able to
back it up.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
High standards, huh?
Like, you got big opinions, you better be able to, stand by your shit.
So let me ask you this. Has a guy ever flat asked you, how many people you been with?
I've had a couple.
Was you honest?
Yeah.
Oh, you kept it real, huh?
Yeah.
That must mean you one of the good girls. Because normally, the number we get, I always sit there and say, the number men normally get is between 5 and 7, unless we just flat know you.
Yeah.
Because now, obviously, you can't lie when we flat know you.
Right.
You was with Sid, and Ted, and James hit you, and James' cousin also. But, when we could name it, then normally a woman kind of keep it real. So I'm assuming you pretty much got the good background.
It's my business.
I like that.
It's my business.
I could respect it.
Unless we vibing and, it's possibly going somewhere and that's what you ask, and I'm going to keep it 100 with you. But if I don't know you like that, it ain't none of your business.
I could respect that. It is your personal business. When it comes to a man, have you ever cared about a man's body count?
I don't ask.
You don't ask?
I have no, don't ask, don't tell policy. I don't ask you, don't tell me. Because that's before me. So that ain't none of my business. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you're here with me right now, then it's you and I.
You just focus on that
right.
moment. Okay. I can respect that. That's something new. I have heard a woman say don't ask, don't tell, because she don't necessarily want to know. It may throw her off. So I was just curious, like, does it throw you off, or is it just like, I really don't care as long as it's not happening on me?
Yeah. As long as it ain't happening on me, on my time, then that ain't none of my business.
Okay. My brother, does body count still matter?
Yeah, no.
Tell us about somebody that you know a hoe. I told y'all we getting into it this episode. You know, we got to jazz this thing up.
Yeah. Oh man. No, yeah. Man. Not body count mattered more at the young age, should I say. Now it's more like who got their head together.
Yeah.
I think that's the most valuable thing right now, because I mean, we all played around in the dirt, you know what I'm saying? I ain't innocent, you know. I don't know my body count. Shit, I'm like 90% of the men. I don't count. We just keep going, you know. Whatever it is what it is. And yeah, now we seek someone who's gonna be compatible with us, who's gonna be able to handle things we go through and things we. So that to me is more important when I'm seeking somebody. The body count, like, kind of like what you said, like, don't know, don't hurt. But we men, we want to know. Like, we don't want to, like, not know. Like, we don't want to know, but you want to have some to do. You want to know something.
Be able to be in the ballpark.
Because I gotta know if homie, knew, like, he look at what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
So there can't be too many eyes on the prize, So it's like that's the thing. Because if fuck that, I'll go to out of town or something, bring something new back. Because I can me myself, I can't live with that. Like, go somewhere in public and then motherfuckers be like, oh damn, you smashed that too, I smashed that too. I'm like, nah, you ain't finna have me out here looking like that. So, and the big thing is if there's always somebody that hits somebody, man. It's just as real as it is. That's how it is. And to me, that's something you just gotta be able to just accept it. Accept the fact that, they had a past or whatever, but now you doing the thing while I'm around, and that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
So it's it doesn't matter so much as long as, like, I know it's a good handful. Even if you knew and just nobody knew, I don't give a fuck. You take that motherfucker to the grave.
Just keep it quiet.
Yeah, just don't let me know or something, because we ain't getting the truth out the women. That's just the truth. Like, 9 times out of 10, I don't even ask no more, because I know that it ain't the truth. So it's just like, I just hope it's somebody, like, I'll do my little investigation and stuff first, so that I'll be, all right, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, you bring it across a couple people, they know who this person is, because, social media is, everybody know everybody now. Yeah. So if somebody know if they, if they've been around the block a little bit, and if it's just too much for you, then that's like, I ain't even gonna cross that bridge, or, stuff like that. So,
like that. So what do you think about, now you're hearing it from a male's perspective, to say, I don't even ask because women ain't going to tell the truth. Do you agree with that? And not to say you're speaking for all women, but do you think overall that's a fair assessment to say?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So women lying out here, you know it.
Well, I mean, but you got to look at it. But you got to look at it from our point of view, though. We don't tell because y'all men judge us women so harshly. Y'all want us to have all these attributes, and it's like, okay, dang, where you learn that at? Why? Why?
Yeah.
Because the minute I tell you, you're gonna have a whole different look on my ass. So, it's kind of like, nah, yeah, women lie because men are harsh. Men are harsh.
Most definitely. I'm going to tell you. So I thought about this as I came up with this topic, and I went back and forth with it. Yeah, it matters. No, it don't matter. And you know what? I'm going to say this. I don't think that it matters as much as how many people you've been with. I think most men have a hard time dealing with the caliber of person you've dealt with. Mm. So, like you said, everybody got a pass. Mm-hmm. One of my homeboys told me an older guy told him the pussy was used before you got it. So it is what it is. You've been with all these different women. It is what it is. But I think it it hits different when we look at ourselves a certain way. You know, we thinking, you know, good looking brother, I grind, you know, I got all this going for myself. But man, you let the dude who's staying in his mama basement hit you. Mm-hmm. You let the guy who got to constantly use your car get some of that. Mm-hmm. Damn, now when I'm in public with you, now it kind of sting a little bit because, you know, these different people were sitting there like, you know, I hate that too. And it's like, damn, why? Mm-hmm. But I like you though.
Yeah.
I vibe with you. So I think for guys, I think is the type of guy that you let in between your legs. Because I know as well, a lot of women will say, well, you men want to criticize us, but y'all could get out here and do A, B, and C. Mm-hmm. You know, one thing I had to bring up, and I don't know if you could vouch for this or not, but women have never put a standard on a man. It's never been a value placed on men. Mm-hmm. You gonna have people who gonna see this and be like, no, I do. I want this type of man. Bullshit. Because I know men who don't take care of their kids, and they getting everything that they want out here.
Yeah.
So is that a standard that, you know, you just overlook? This dude that's living in his mama's basement, he in there hitting everything walking. But when it comes to men, we look at women and say, no, there's value in a woman. We clearly know that it's value because you got men who will kill you. Mm-hmm. They'll kill you over some pussy. Mm-hmm. A lot of people be, oh man, no, ain't no way. No, they will. Mm-hmm. Everybody done heard the classic line. If you got a kid with somebody, the first thing you hear people say, I don't want that, you know what, around my child. Mm-hmm. Why? I ain't in there pinching your baby in the back. Right. I'm here for this woman. Mm-hmm. So you know, a man will knock your head clean off over that woman.
Right.
We place value on y'all. Y'all don't place value on us. I've never had a woman tell me, you know what, Will, I like you. Good looking brother. But I can't deal with you. Because I know you got a history of dealing with all these women. I've never had that. Have you, bro?
No.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you know, I think that's a standard that women have let slide for all these years. So when we do judge, that's why. We've set a standard. We look at women as having value. We don't give a fuck about us. We just, you know, hey, you talk to us the right way, you wink at us the right way, it's on for us. And women have never held us to a standard. I mean, what do you think about that?
I mean, I would say probably like majority of women. Yeah, that's probably true. But I know like there are some people who be like, him, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Or why would you do that? Mm-hmm. Like you said, he don't take care of his kids. He's doing this. He's doing that. He was just with so and so, and she don't even take care of her kids. But you don't do that. So, cause I've met some men too who are be like, nah, I don't care what she do. I don't care if she a deadbeat mom. I don't care if she ain't got no money. I don't care if she has. Look at that body. Look at this. Look at that. I know a lot of guys who sit there and be like, that body, I need to know what's under. I need to know what's under them clothes. They don't care what comes out her mouth, what she got going for herself. It's more of just looks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess it goes both ways, but.
You know, I know somebody like that named Will Brown, host of the Thought Provoking Podcast. He's experienced a time or two like that, you know. But one thing I will say, because I think that most guys fit that description to a degree. Mm-hmm. The difference with us is a lot of women will say, "Oh, but you hit that, you did that." Yeah, we will. Mm-hmm. That wasn't my woman. I just had fun. And I think women have a hard time accepting that part of it where, you know, we ain't tripping. Mm-hmm. A woman can be with 50, 60 guys. We put on the rubber and say, all right, I'm going to hit that too. I'm going to be just like them 50. But you ain't going to be my woman, though.
Yeah.
Let's not get that twisted. You're not going to be my woman. Mm-hmm. So, again, that standard of how we move and how we operate, nobody has ever put that in place to say, at least not that I know of. I've never heard a woman say, I'm not dealing with you because your body count is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I'm not dealing with you because you mess with this type of woman. Mm-hmm. And I think that's, honestly, when it comes to men, that's our get back if somebody ever say it. Mm-hmm. Mess with versus saying this is my woman. Mm-hmm. Those are two totally different things.
Right.
I can sleep with you all day long. Press me for a relationship. You'll find out what I really think about you then.
Yeah.
Press me for a relationship.
Yeah.
Sit there and say, well, you sleeping with me every night. You doing boyfriend, girlfriend stuff with me. Why we ain't? Shit, I'll stop it like that.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it when it comes to a lot of guys. So, I think that it's not so much as just my opinion. It's not so much as the body count versus the quality of the person. And I think, too, it's an ego thing. We hate to be in a room where everybody could, ooh, I hit that. Ooh, I hit you.
Right.
In our mind, we just assume that that's what's going on. Those conversations. And I mean, again, it just depends on the person because you look at a celebrity. Everybody like to call Amber Rose a hoe. I don't know too many men that if Amber Rose came into their life right now,
Right.
that they ain't gonna be on TV hugging and kissing and this my bae and you gonna be on the movements that she got going on, all that kind of stuff. So I think it depends. People like to call Kim Kardashian a hoe. I don't know about y'all, but if Kim Kardashian came my way. But it's more for the money because, the way she built, like, the pictures and stuff look good. But I've seen, like, the bathing suit and I'm like, the plastic surgery really ain't my flavor. But overall, I don't know men that's going to turn Kim down. So the rumors of, oh, you a hoe, you this, that, and other, sometimes depending on who you are, you kind of get a pass. You got to keep it real. Depending on who you are, you can get a pass.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Do that make you feel any kind of way to feel like, as a woman, men will look at certain women with a high body count and say they get a pass, and then these.
Well, I told you, y'all judge harsh. Y'all harsh.
Yeah.
What about like a female that? How do you feel like with the female that? So she had a past and all that stuff, and then like she just redid her whole body and all this and that, and now she sets herself at a high standard where she was at a low standard before that. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm going to keep it real. So I don't know nobody who did the body, but I'm going to tell y'all, there's an individual that's on Instagram. I'll show y'all her after, because I don't want to blast nobody. But when I tell you, I know her DMs is flooded. When I tell y'all all the comments, like, they love this girl. And from what I know about her growing up, she was with everybody.
Yeah.
The two dudes she got kids by, you would look and be like, damn, why him? Beautiful girl. But now she's in a good relationship. She ain't like doing the most on social media. And I ain't gonna lie, I got to looking and I'm like, damn. Yeah, let me go and get in her DM and see what's happening before. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times when they clean themselves up, we act like that past never happened. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll immediately forget it. Now you can't be the ugly one out there talking about, so girl, I got a shot. Did you hear what he said? Like if you ain't attractive, if you not built a certain way that tickles a man fancy, then it's like, girl, you still old. They don't want you. Just go on wrap it. This section right here ain't for you. But the woman who look good, I will say she get over on the ugly girl. Because as long as you look good, you clean yourself up a little bit, we act like that never happened. A lot of us. and I know guys gonna pretend like, nah. Trust me, if you look at some of the people that you with, they got a pass. Matter of fact, let me look at my phone, call out a few names here. No, I'm just we ain't gonna do none of that. Don't Focus podcast gonna get shut down because some people gonna want to fight, boy.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But that is a good question, though. I mean, that's something that's real.
Yeah, and it's happening all the time, man. Sometimes these people, you probably be like, damn, where did she get that from? Or where did she come from? She wasn't like that back in the day, or she wasn't like that in school. And yeah, it's common now. It's common. And now it's like, man, would you take a girl that's natural over a girl that got all that done?
Yeah,
like
surgery.
it's like those are questions, gotta ask nowadays. 'Cause, like, I mean, I got my girl, she ain't got nothing done, but it's like, shit, I don't even know what a person feel like with plastic shit. Like, does that shit even feel the same?
I
So
do
it's
wanna
like,
know.
yeah.
You wanna know? So if you out there,
Yeah.
let me see.
One bigger than the other and shit. So, it's crazy world out there.
Let me ask you,
Crazy.
now that you in a relationship, You got the family situation going on, the whole dynamic, beautiful family at that.
Thank you.
Do you feel like there's women out there still waiting in the cut to see if you gonna bite just because you got this going on, and willing to lie and say, he was with me, girl. You think you got this, that, and other, he was with me.
There's always somebody waiting for somebody. Always. So just like, there's somebody waiting for her to fuck up. There's somebody waiting for me to fuck up. With 2 kids. They don't give a fuck. They don't care nowadays. I mean, she's beautiful too. She ain't ugly. So there's one of them I don't want to know, because I know people jump in her DM. I know this and that, but it ain't, hey, as long as you straight across the board, I'm straight too. But yeah, there's always people waiting, man. There's people that probably like, man, I couldn't get him that time. Wait till he dropped the ball or something. And then there's always just people that want to mess things up too. You know, there's always just that person that just be like, I want to say I got him or I had him, and tell a friend so it can eventually get back to her or something. So I think there's always a hit out for somebody, whether you think about it or not. Somebody's out there for you.
Time to mix it up for you. Has a man ever lied on you to add to your body count because you dissed him?
No.
You different.
No. But I also don't give people the time of day.
Okay.
I really don't. Like, I'm just like, if somebody slides in my DMs, I'm like, that's cute, delete. Like, I don't
waste your time.
I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm not interested. So, have a good day.
And that's to be respected. Are you just in a space to where you're focused more on you and you don't have time for it? Or is it more so the quality of men that's out here that's attempting to talk to you, you're just not interested?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
It's a little bit of both. So I'm recently divorced. So I just have no desire to be in any kind of relationship, regardless of what it is. Situationship, whatever. Like, I don't have time for it. So.
Have you had the disrespectful DMs that once they attempt and either you don't respond or you just delete, and have any of them got out of pocket?
A little bit.
You stuck up.
Yeah. Like, oh, so you're, I've gotten the whole, so you a bitch. I'm like, and that one, I'll respond to him like, yes, I am. Thank you.
Now you got to make it work, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, yes, I am. Thank you.
That's crazy. And I don't really know where that comes from, where guys can't accept rejection. Yeah. I don't get it. Like, I've attempted to shoot my shot at certain women and they ain't respond, or some, sit there and read it. You see the bubbles going, you think, oh man, here it go. And then the motherfucker stop and she don't say shit else. It's like, but I ain't never been the thirsty guy to be like, well, maybe she ain't see it. Let me type this again. I never been that guy. But I don't understand where the frustration comes, where you done got rejected. Now you clown and act a plumb dumb fool. I don't really get that one. Where does that even come from? But there's some women like that too, though. There's some women who clown and act a fool, who will hit you with the you ain't all that. I know you was messing with such and such. They said you ain't shit. And I got to bring this one up because I've been noticing this is the common theme when it comes to women. I don't know if y'all seen this or not. Women nowadays want to throw the gay term out. So immediately, like, if you diss a woman, you ain't feeling, you gay anyway. Or you got gay tendencies. Like, I'm noticing that that's a popular trend now. Have y'all kind of seen that on social media?
No, I haven't.
I could show y'all.
Yeah, I guess a little bit. Not a whole lot, but there's even, like, sometimes, like, not me, but sometimes if you try to get on with somebody and then they be like, oh, I'm gay or something, or like, I don't like guys or something, and then they be with guys, it's so people be like, damn, what? But yeah, as far as like someone like just, I don't know, I never had that encounter, so.
Y'all lucky.
Yeah, if anything,
Go on, tell it, brother. That's welcome all tea on this show.
It's something funny, man. But it's like, I don't know why like gay guys be trying to like, and I'd be like, yo, like, you know, it's just funny like people like that be trying to like. I don't got nothing against gay people or not. I just like the more like I leave you alone, leave me alone, like type of deal or something. But it's like it's funny because like they be aggressive now. Like they'll try to get on with you, no problem. Like let me try him out. Let me see if he's going. And it's like, yo, get back a little bit.
You know, I ain't never
Chill
had
out.
nobody approach me that was gay, and I don't even know how it would make me feel.
Man, it make
I know how it would
jump
make
up
me feel,
quick.
but I ain't gonna say it on camera. I ain't
jump
gonna say it
up
on
quick.
camera. That's an interesting piece right there. But I have seen it be a common theme where there's a lot of women who, I mean, earlier I seen a woman post on that. Everybody that's down my timeline real sensitive. Y'all like sissies.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking in my head like, damn, you know, this is a common theme, and it ain't just that when women get rejected. I'll tell you when I saw it the most, when the Drake album came up. When the Drake album and the Kanye came up, a lot of people shitted on the Kanye. They didn't like it. They was like, get that shit up out of here. There was a lot of women who liked it. Drake dropped his album. Most people are Drake fans. They vibe more to that. That was what they was feeling. Now all of a sudden, if you feeling Drake's album, you gay. You sensitive.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking like, golly. And I'm going to tell you what's crazy to me. So it's an insult to call, obviously, a straight man gay. But if a straight man just get to saying like, oh, I don't agree with this lifestyle. I don't want, you know, these men around me who like other men. Oh, they'll come at you and eat you alive. But women openly call men gay. And that community does not go over there and check these people. Like Kevin Samuels. We all know how big he is. Kevin Samuels is saying whatever he wants, and he's putting women in their place. Some, not all. And I'm not a person that I agree with everything he say. I believe some stuff he say. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Other things I'm like, okay, now you just making shit up. But he's built a platform, and now that he's saying what men a lot of times want to say, but don't have the courage, automatically, oh, he gay.
Oh, yeah, I hear that a lot about him.
Damn.
They always say that like,
He
he's
gay.
Yeah.
But when he was talking shit about, because he's been out for so long, a lot of people don't know that. He's been out since the early 2000s. He started out getting on men. How to dress. These are the colognes that you need. This is the wardrobe, the shoes. Need to get your money together. You know, these are the tips of, you know, if you broke, you shouldn't be out here trying to date a woman. All of this kind of stuff. He wasn't gay then.
Yeah.
It was cool. He done went down that lane. He checking women and saying a lot of what men think, but not brave enough to say. Now he gay. And I'm just like, damn. So that it's a common trend that's going on. I think that's crazy.
Yeah. So with him, I follow him. I listen to a lot of his videos too, and see a lot of people get it twisted because I do tell a lot of people about him too, and so the different type of people that he's speaking on behalf of is a lot of people that women aren't used to. So like I'm sure you know because you see him, but like he speaks on like the higher caliber type of men, the dream man that every woman wants. But then you got these girls that ain't got nothing to prove that. Like so his common question is, what are you gonna give a guy that has already got everything for him? Like if you let somebody hit that already, like he don't want that as a used car. You know, you got that kid. He don't want to deal with that kid. That's a burden. So that's what I like is like he brings that different like perspective to the women that do understand. Is like, man, like pull that caliber up of a woman that you are to make yourself get to that type of guy, to get that type of guy, because he's talking what $100,000-$300,000 men that are making good money that don't need nothing. So I like listening to that stuff because that's stuff we need to hear. Like I don't want to hear about how I'm gonna be doing good in the hood or how I'm gonna be holding it down on the block or nothing like that. Nah, I want to hear, you know, when I'm on the top, what am I looking down for? Not even looking down, like what am I looking for? Like what's in front of me and stuff like that. And I listen to a lot of stuff a lot, and I like that dude. He's pretty cool. A lot of people hate him though.
They do. What you think about Kevin Samuels?
Honestly, I've never heard of him.
What?
I don't get on social media. I mean, I get on social media, but I'd be bullshitting.
Just in your own lane.
Yeah, I just be posting random ass shit, but I don't really.
You gotta check him out. He's a dog. He is
I like
funny.
him. I like him.
He's a bus driver. He ain't got no damn career. You a damn bus driver.
He will
He's
put it out
dog.
there. But since you ain't seen Kevin Samuels, I want to ask both of y'all this perspective, mixing it up just a little bit. I talked to a young lady, and we had a little debate. And the debate was about asking a woman or man, what do you bring to the table? Do you find that disrespectful if a man asks you, what do you bring to the table?
Not at all. Not at all. Because if they're asking you, it's probably because they want it to maybe go somewhere and they want to make sure they ain't setting themselves up for failure. Like, if they know what they're coming with, you want somebody to add value to that. You don't want somebody to kind of just weigh you down. Like, if you ain't got nothing going for yourself, you don't have no goals, you don't got no ambition, I'm not gonna waste my time on you. You know, all you're doing is bringing that man down. And if you can't accept that, if you can't own up to that, if you can't look at yourself in the mirror and admit, like, yeah, I ain't going nowhere, so I can't answer that, then that's a problem.
So you don't take it as the person's trying to put you down. Like,
No.
okay, he's asking you this, so you need to list off your qualities because, according to her, most men that ask that question, it comes from a demeaning place. She doesn't feel that it's just general conversation and you want somebody to get straight to the point. But you're okay with that.
I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with that.
Would you ever ask a man, what does he bring to the table?
For sure. For sure.
Have you ever?
No, but I probably should have.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, my brother? Have a woman ever asked you, what do you bring to the table?
Nah, shit. Like back in the day when I was out there, shit, I don't even think I had a motherfucking table. I
like the honesty.
I was just out and about, you know. I was just out and about, you know, just picking apart, man, having fun, living my life, and working and just having fun.
Yeah.
So now, like, if I was out in the market, I'm not giving my attention. You got to know where the table's at when you approach me. Like, you should know, because I'm coming at a higher caliber. It's just simple as that. Like, mentally, it's just simple as that. Like, I don't think there'll be a reason for me to have to be going out searching, looking for women and trying to be this person that I once was a long time ago. Now it's just like, let me settle down and relax. It'll come to me. I'll let it come to me. I got the table. I just need to know who's gonna be the valuable person to sit at that motherfucker with me. So that's how I look at it now.
So you ain't got no problem having that discussion.
No,
it don't come from a demeaning place.
Because I'm gonna fill you out. Because I know I got the table. I don't gotta ask her what she bringing. It's like, what do you gonna help me or you gonna hold me down? That's my question. You come in as much, because I know I got the table. I know what I want, and I'm not gonna let somebody just come in and tear that mug down. So that's how I try to keep myself strong mentally, because I wasn't never at that point mentally. I got there, building up, falling, and things happened in my relationship that made me get there. Like, I had to value myself more. And I'm like, hold on, like, let me put my motherfucking jacket back on. Like, I'm the man. Let me make sure I'm holding it down. But it's a long story, but I try to make sure, like, if something was to ever happen, I'm the motherfucker at the table. And it's like, not to be an asshole, but that's how you got to do it, because you be letting motherfuckers in. And it's not even the women, it's the men too. Like I look at the table as the table, bro. Like, you ain't finna just let somebody come eat on your plate. You ain't just gonna let anybody in. The circle. Hey, them walk in the door and get on his table. No, man, who the fuck are you? I'm eating good over here. You ain't about to come knock my table down.
Yeah.
And it's just, I look at that table like life, man. Like, the distractions that are out there, you letting they coming in your table.
So me, when we had this conversation, I explained to her my perspective and my thought process on it is, I don't have a problem having that discussion with any woman. The reason why I think that is interesting is because it gives me an insight on your mindset. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of women who may say, well, I cook, I clean, I make a house a home. Well, if anybody that personally knows me knows, I have all of that. I cook, clean, wash, fold. I have my own house, my own cars. So that's something that doesn't drive me. Mm-hmm. I really want to see where your mindset is, where's the mental support when it comes to me being a business guy, and I'm thinking, hey, can I shoot these ideas back and forth with you? You know, I think this is a dope thing to invest in. What do you think about this? Give me some feedback on, is this stupid? Keep it real with, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the cooking, cleaning, that type of stuff doesn't do it for me. Not to say that, you know, for other people it ain't the shit, but I'm just saying for me, it's not nothing that drives me. So I don't think that it's putting a woman down if I say, well, what do you bring to the table? I want to see where your mindset is at.
Right.
And, you know, for her side of it, she also said there's ways of you finding that stuff out without saying, what do you bring to the table? So I think she thinks that the delivery of it is demeaning and come from a horrible place. And, you know, we went back and forth. So I was just curious to see kind of like what y'all thought about that.
And that's exactly how it is. That's how I will find out what a person brings to the table. Is I'm gonna talk to you and we're gonna conversate, and you're gonna expose yourself.
Yeah.
Off the conversation we're gonna have. So whether I might ask you a couple trick questions in there that you don't even know, and you slip up. All right, I know where you at now. I know where you're at mentally. I know, you know. So it's things like that, you know, without saying it.
Right.
It. And I agree with you 100% because that is, man, like men, like I say, like, fuck, I'm gonna do not eat. I'll go warm. We'll eat fucking ramen in the microwave. Clean. We'll go buy a pair of socks at Young's or something. Like, we'll figure it out. So like, it's that stuff that doesn't get my attention. Like, oh, I ain't gonna cook for you. I ain't gonna clean for you. Shit, I'll figure it out. I'll be all right. And it's the more, like you said, the mental help and stuff like that, and having that, because sometimes it does become a burden for us. Like, I deal with a lot of pressure, man, because it's like, these are things that I never dealt with in my life. Like, I know I was never projected to be a business owner. I never thought I'd be in this place and position. So now I deal with so much pressure from different people. And it's like, I'm not different. I'm not trying to be, I just know what I want. And it's like, how can you help me ease that pressure off? Like, how can I get away from this and be with you and act like nothing's happening?
Yeah.
So that's how I like to feel.
Yeah, I feel that right there. Let me ask you. I know you say you ain't got many friends because you so honest and you run them all off. Have you ever had someone that you know personally that you can say, you know what? She got turned down because of her body count. Say her name. Shout out social media out.
Say it.
I don't. Yeah. I have.
Who is she? No.
Gone type of name in on Facebook. Gone type of name in.
No, yeah, I have.
Did y'all have a discussion about how that made her feel?
No, because you know what? I don't pry into people's business. You could sit there and tell me like, I ain't gonna fuck with her. Like, that body count high as fuck. All right, I feel you. I ain't gonna go back and tell her. If you ain't gonna fuck with her, you tell her. That's how you feel, you tell her. Because she's the one that's want to shoot her shot. So that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Have you ever given out advice to say, girl, you might not want to go down this route? Because you know once you go down here with him, they going to judge you super hard. Have you ever had to give that advice to somebody, or you just kind of like, it ain't me, fuck it, that's your business, do you?
Yeah.
God damn, you supposed to be a better friend than that. God damn.
I know some girls, and I'm like, you on your own. Like, that ain't my business, you know? But the ones that I kind of like care about, be like, don't do it. You know, I may have had like one or two that like, don't do it. Don't do that. Like, stay your ass in the house, okay? Like, just, it's cold, stay your ass in the house. Like, you don't need to go over here with old dude to warm up. Like, just get extra cover, you're fine. But majority of them, you on your own.
They be curious, man.
Yeah.
That's one thing. I got some funny cousins. They say they're cool, but a lot of women talk and they get curious, and they know what he's on, or they know what where he been, what he did, and this and that. And that's what happens a lot sometimes. Damn, girl, he was this. Oh, was he? Now their bells ringing, and now they want to see what that's about. And then now he's boom, got him the cousins or whatever, and then shit, and the mom wants them too, and then they just go from there and be like, damn. So I seen that happen too, like a lot of curiosity and
that's the same with guys
people.
too, though. That's the same with guys. Guys will be like, "Oh, I heard so and so was kind of messing around with her." Like,
You know
oh.
Will Brown? You know him? Because you're speaking a lot about his life. I think you kind of referring to him.
Yeah, that does.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, guys get curious too. Like, oh, I heard so and so had her. Let me see if she gonna go real quick.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
a lot of it is just let me. And then if a girl turns you down, be like, oh, well, how she get him then, or how did he get her? Cause she ain't going with me. It's like you ain't got the sauce. Apparently, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it does. It is a lot of.
So what you're saying, brother, is we need to go over to the Latin side of things, because you also brought up, you know, you get the women and the mama sometimes. I ain't never had a mama and daughter combo. So what you saying is, brother, I need to venture off. Okay, brother. After this episode, we gonna do some talking, brother. You know, after this episode.
Man.
I did send the invitation to you, and you couldn't make it, which would have made the interview so much better. But I want to ask you this. First off, have you ever dated outside your race?
No.
You've never dated outside your race. Okay. Would you ever?
Yeah. Yeah. My family may have my cousins might have a lot of opinions on it, but.
See, that's why we needed you on the show.
Yeah.
Because we would love to know what your cousins would think. We would love to know what your cousins would think.
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason why I asked you that is because I was going to ask you, as someone who's Latin, if you had dated a black guy, there's a thing where a lot of women were saying, African American women, dating outside your race, basically, you're a fool. Because they can't understand the black struggle. They can't understand what black men go through. And there was a Latin woman who said to me, I wanted her to get on the show, she wouldn't, but she basically brought up the fact that she said, we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. If we step up and say something, then African American women are going to tell me, how do you know? You're not black.
Right.
If we don't say shit, we in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
What about you, brother? Would you? Well, you basically doing it now, because, you know, you date outside your race.
Yeah, and I never had any problems with it. Not at all. We're both good. Like, even like when we go to the family events, we're both good. They treat me with respect. They're real cool. I like the way it's actually pretty cool, because I learned a lot from her family. They're real close, and they do a lot of things together, where my family, I wish they did that type of stuff that her family did. So I always chop it up, you know, with her uncles and her aunts, and everybody treats me pretty good. And likewise, like, I could go to her family's house without her even being there, and it's just like nothing, and vice versa. So it's pretty cool, and it is different. It is different because, like you said, it's just people try to compare things, like, oh, we did this, we did that before, but we don't cross that path. It's just like, hey, you know, we're both going towards the same direction. Let's do what we got to do, and that's it. Like, she cooks Puerto Rican rice and shit. Like, you know, if that's and she knows that's something I like, she does it, and hey, that's dope. You know, that's I'm glad you learned. I'm glad you got that. And like, there's stuff she wanted me to try that black people cook, and I don't like it, and I just like, she don't fight me over it. Like, dang, you should be liking it. Give it to my son. Maybe he likes it. Let him inherit that part. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, we got the best of both worlds. Shit, let's get it.
What you mean, black people? African American. That's what we are, brother. What is wrong with you? No, I was just messing with. But that's a beautiful thing, man. And that was the gist of what I was telling a lot of people. There's a lot of ignorant people across the board. Black, white, Hispanic, you name it. There's a lot of ignorant people. But the problem that I have is folks trying to tell somebody who they can fall in love with and why they're doing it. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes, why this person chose this person. And I also brought up, because a lot of women were saying, a lot of black men like to go get a Latin because they feel like, oh, my baby gonna have pretty hair, this skin tone, these traits, these features, whatever the case is. And I always sit there and I say, even if that's the case, why do you care? All of that's a beautiful thing for you, because now you don't have to waste time getting to know this brother, because now you realize this is what he wants. You don't meet these qualities that he find valuable.
Right.
Cool. You don't have to waste your time. All of us have been with somebody that we thought, shit, hindsight is 2020. Had I known this was the true you, I wouldn't have wasted 6 months, 2 years,
Right.
4 years, whatever the case is. So I didn't have an issue with it. That was my stance on it. Love who you love. Love them for whatever reason that you love them. I used to say all the time, you know, if you saying, oh, I want a melodic baby or this, that, and other, you're an ignorant guy. But at the same time, you like what you like. I can't fault you for what you like and what you want. So that was my stance. Love who you love. But you were the person that we wanted to get on the show, bring a little more diversity. But, you know, unfortunately, you had a personal situation you had to deal with, which we respect. But you here now, and you let it be known, your friends got a high body count, and you going to give us their names and their social media so we can look them up and see if we could do what it do. My brother over here is off the market, but your boy. No, I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. Well, this is the portion of the show where I like to turn the tables over to you all, let you guys do what you please with the free time. If you want to give shout outs, if you guys got questions, anything else that you want to add to the conversation, if you want to switch it up a little bit yourselves, this is your time to shine. So I want to start with you, lady.
I'm chilling. I ain't
You
got
chilling?
nothing.
No shout outs, no
Nope.
nothing, not even the
No.
baby, no nothing.
Her little ass better be asleep. But
Yeah, I feel you on that. Okay. What about you, my brother?
Definitely want to say thank you,
My
and
man.
good luck, and you know, keep grinding, and everybody out there watching, you know, people look at us every day, you know, they look to see what we're doing, how we're doing, and just to know that behind the scenes is not, the grass ain't always greener, you know. Us people trying to be successful, we're working hard, we're working extremely hard to try to get where we got to go and do what we got to do to be where we want to be. And with that being said, keep grinding.
Appreciate it, my brother.
Don't let nobody distract you. Don't let nobody get in your way. And man, hope to come back on another subject.
Yeah, for sure.
On a different level and in a better mentality, in a better business place. And
Most definitely, my brother.
definitely want to thank, you know, my fiance, Dia, because she was like, what? When she found out. But thank you, and I just want to let her know on the air, I do appreciate you, and thank you for always having my back. Thank you for taking care of my babies, and thank you very much.
I definitely appreciate both of y'all coming through. For everybody that's listening out there, I'm tired of these brothers coming in here outdoing me, showing all this beautiful love to their women. So, baby, I'm going to buy you a car. I'm going to put you in a brand new house. Whatever. I got to outdo these brothers. But no, I thank both of y'all for coming through.
Thank
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate y'all being honest and open, because a lot of times people say like they shy, and I feel like this is a place where we could just have everyday conversation. Most of this stuff that I come up with is conversations I done previously had, but now I want to see what you think. You think. Let's get it from a different perspective, a different background, ethnicity, all of this kind of stuff. So it's my therapy. It's something that I enjoy to do. So I definitely thank y'all for coming out. Y'all heard it on air. They both said they looking forward to coming back. So when I reach out again and they say, "Oh, I'm shy, I'm busy," no, y'all hold them to it.
We got one under the belt. We got one under the belt.
Yeah, I appreciate it. If y'all want to follow me on my regular Facebook page, it's Will Brown. If you're looking for the page for podcast, it's Thought Provoking Podcast on Facebook. Thought Provoking Podcast on Instagram as well. You can check out all content, what's coming out next, all of that kind of stuff. Until next time, it's Thought Provoking Podcast.